Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're already subscribed, this is part 2 of the kid scarf set series. If you haven't watched part 1, I will leave it linked down below. If you already did and you're ready for the hat, let's get started. Okay, just like on part 1, I'm gonna be needing the big twist yarn in color magenta and white. And to start these hats, it's gonna be we're just gonna start it a little different. For the scarf we used waste yarn, and for this one, for the hat, we don't need it. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna find my first peg. Okay, and on this one, every time you see it around, you're gonna see that my first peg is a pink needle instead of the white one. When I cleaned my machine for the first time, I was not paying attention when I was putting it back up together, and I didn't pay attention that all these were like numbered. So my first spec, which was supposed to be this white one right here, now is like over there, yeah, instead of being the first one. But I added a little dot right here that tells me like every time that I finished a round. Plus I have my my row counter right here. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna start it just like the cast on is gonna be just like the other one. I'm just gonna wrap, I'm gonna leave like a long tail, and I'm gonna wrap on the first needle, and I'm kind of gonna hold it like this so the needle grabs the yarn, and we just go in and out, front, back, front and back. So that was front, back, and then front, back, and I'm gonna do that all the way to the first needle. Okay, so I just got here to the first needle. I'm gonna add my yarn to the bridge, and then just making sure that everything is in place. And then I'm gonna go for this one to grab my yarn. We really need to be careful with that, or we're gonna drop stitches if we don't make sure that grabs the yarn first. Okay, so that's my round 1, and I'm gonna make in total 130 rows. I want to have a good size brim because I want to add to these hats some bow patches, just like this one that I have right here. This is not attached yet, but I'm gonna make these little Valentine's embroidery bows for my hats, and for the scarves as well. So I want a good size brim so my bow can fit like so. So that's why I'm gonna make it 130 rows. So let's do that. Let's see, I'm gonna do 20 rows. I'm gonna do 20 rows with the magenta, and then I'm gonna do 15 rows with the white, and then we will do the rest with the magenta again. Okay, so there's one. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my yarn and just good. Okay, I just did the 20 rows. And then I'm gonna cut my yarn and I'm gonna leave a decent tail. And I'm just gonna wrap around that first speck. Gonna get my white collar. Okay, and same thing, I'm gonna get the tail, leave a decent tail and put it through the bridge and just wrap around the other side of the first speck, both colors like that. And then I'm gonna hold the two colors like so, and I'm gonna turn so the needle can grab the new color. And then we will crank for 15 more rows, so we should have 35 rows. Okay, so I just finished the 15 rows. Now I have 35 on the counter there. I'm gonna once again cut the yarn and then wrap it around the needle there, and then I'll go back with my magenta collar. Same thing, I leave a tail, wrap around the same needle, put it through the bridge. Then I'm gonna hold the two colors and just move it until it gets the yarn. And then now I'm gonna do 95 rows so I can complete 130. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just finished the 95 rows. I have 130 on my counter now. Now, I'm gonna leave a long tail and cut my yarn. And then now to finish this, to cast it off, I am going to grab my tapestry needle. Okay, and what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna grab the yarn. This is the first needle, so I'm gonna let the needle to grab this yarn, and I want you to pay attention to your first needle. So we're gonna turn, and once we're like kind of like there with tapestry needle, I'm just gonna go and pick up the stitches like so. Okay, once I get to there, I'm gonna pull a little bit, not too hard, and then I'm just gonna keep twisting. Once I get like around the same place, I'm gonna keep doing the same. I'm gonna pick up the stitches, and that's what we're gonna do all the way around until we get all the way over here. Okay, I just got here to the end. I'm gonna pick up the last one. Okay, now we can remove the loom. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go to the other side and find my tail there, and I'm just gonna pull. And then I'm just kind of gonna close it, not completely. I just need it to close a little bit so I can stretch. And I'll do the same to the other side. Grab the two sides and just pull. Pull, pull. Okay. Now we can go inside and make knots. Okay. And I'm just gonna pull a little bit, not too hard. And just gonna make 3 knots. I'm gonna cut not too short, and I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other one. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna close this almost all the way, and then I'm just kind of make sure that everything is lined up. And then this side is this is gonna be the top of my hat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert my my hand, and I'm just gonna grab the other side. I'm gonna grab the tail. And I'm just gonna like pull to the inside. At the same time, I'm just gonna move my hat around so everything is lined up. Okay, once I get all the way to the top, I'm gonna close this one all the way, like so. And then now the top one, I'm just gonna kind of like go a little bit on top of the other one. Close. And then just try to align everything. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make 3 knots, or as many as you think necessary. Okay, and then with your tapestry needle, gonna get the yarn again. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my hat like this, and I'm gonna insert the needle kind of like between the 2 layers. And I'm just gonna like get it out through any of those, and I'm just gonna pull and make sure that it's not showing up on the other side, that is in the middle of the 2 layers. And then I'm gonna cut, careful not to cut your hat, and then you just pull and it will get hide there. Okay, so this is how our hat looks like without being folded. And then we just fold. We add the pom-pom that we want to add. Okay, and the hat is done. I just need to make my bow patches to to match the magenta color, but that's how it's gonna look. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the scarf. So for the scarf, I'm just gonna add the same patches, just like I said, just matching the colors to the magenta, but that's how it's gonna look. I think it looks pretty cute. If you are interested on these embroidery patches, they're iron on. If you're interested, I'm gonna be having them for sale on my Etsy shop. I will leave I'll leave the link down below if you're interested. The colors, it's gonna be customizable. You can get any color you want. So yeah. Yeah, so this is the end of the tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not following me yet, please subscribe. And yeah, and I see you on the next one.